this is my company mascot. So it's known as SAP. So good day, everybody. So I'm actually a principal consultant with a company known as SOX Asia, Sdn Bhd. So this just to explain a bit about myself. So I'm currently doing a lot of air quality and odor management work in Malaysia. So sometimes I also been approached as a go-to person for the public and also the government agency, particularly with the Department of Environment Malaysia. So today I will just give an overview of things happening in Malaysia and some of the things that we are progressing, and also the adoption of monitoring technology and also the call it control technology. So in Malaysia, we do not have a specific law yet. However, we have some common techniques that we use for odor investigation, particularly on nuisance, residual nuisance. So at the emission, in Malaysia, we uses the delayed dynamic photometry, okay, or DDO. And then at the boundary and also the ambient, we utilize a few of photometer. Later, I will run through some of the methods that we use here. And for water, we uses the threshold odor numbers or tones. So basically, in Malaysia, we have a Malaysian standard known as air quality determination of odor concentration by dynamic photometry. So this is done previously for source emission, and this standard corresponds to the EN standards 13725. So we have not updated our standard yet. So we are still the standard is still based on the 2003 EN standards. So in Malaysia, most of our work starts from the rubber industry. So this is actually a odor sampling exercise for source that later you can go in and have a look. Okay. So in Malaysia, as I mentioned, the odor monitoring work and also the investigation started from previously under the Malaysian Rubber Board. So this was in the early days where we used the eco-drum to collect ambient sample and also the source sample. Progressively, the Malaysian Rubber Board has also improved the way they collect ambient samples, all right, and this use the two eco drums acts like its lung methods. So once the air is captured in the Teflon bag, it will be bring back to the Malaysia Rubber Board laboratory for determination. So for ambient, we have two methods that is usually used in Malaysia, which is the Nasal Ranger and also the SM100. So basically, this shows that the summary of what we have been practicing in Malaysia so far. So for the DDO or the dynamic photometry, there is currently 3 organizations in Malaysia that have the lab for the testing. One is the Malaysia Rubber Board, the other one is MADI, and there's a University Science Malaysia in Penang, which also have this DDO facilities. And then for Nasal Ranger, we are the pioneers using Nasal Ranger. However, there is some other laboratory that also uses Nasal Ranger for the investigation of residue odor. And for the SM100, centralized SM100, currently the user is University Science Malaysia, with also some laboratory. So as you know, all these have different unit. So basically, this is what been adopted currently in Malaysia. So just want to mention this for the Nasal Ranger. It will have a color which can then one need to go through the operator will need to go through the Nasal Ranger test procedure. Okay, and then we also determine the wind direction and so on, the ambient air, the wind speed and relative humidity using a portable anemometer during the exercise. So this is the SOP for SM100, and this is advised by the Ministry of Science Malaysia. And in Malaysia, we have occurrence of where our drinking water is sometimes have odorless compound. So as in Malaysia, we utilize a lot of river water. So this is an example by the authority doing a qualitative perceived odor assessment where they collect the water from the river and then determine whether there is any perceived odor that may affect the quality of the raw water that to be treated for drinking. And this is the threshold odor numbers adopted by those in Malaysia laboratory. Okay, one can also look at how we determine the odor concentration from our YouTube channel. Okay, next, as we progress, as I mentioned, Lembaga Getah Malaysia is the pioneer in odor sampling, and currently they have obtained a GC-MSO, the olfatometer, to carry out their work related to rubber testing. However, this is not commercially available yet for industry other than rubber industry. Okay, so this is some of the facilities available in Malaysian rubber bonds. So in Malaysia, the Environmental Quality Act 1974 under Section 51(1)(e) prescribed that the minister, after consultation with the EQC, can prescribe ambient air quality standards and emission standards, which also may include odor. And in the odor regulation or guidelines in Malaysia has started more than 10 years ago. Until today, we are still haven't finalized the CASANZ of either the regulation and also the guidelines. Okay, so in as I mentioned earlier, the minister actually has the power, yeah, to prescribe standards. So, however, during this period, we have EIA guidelines, environmental impact assessment guidelines, particularly for waste treatment, okay, sewage, schedule waste, and also solid waste. So, schedule waste in Malaysia is also commonly known as hazardous waste. So the methods of baseline determination and also assessment is also indicated in these guidelines. So when the author of the EIA guidelines came up with the methodology and so on, so they based on the IAQM guidance of the assessment of odor for planning. So so basically, in EIA's study for the prescribed activity under the EIA order 2015. One will find some assessment on the odor, residual odor emissions. Basically, in Malaysia, we adopt established international methods. One of the methods that we use is also modeling. Currently, our cutoff rule of thumb for nuisance will be 7 dt or equivalent to certain odor unit per meter cube. So this is the flowchart that is currently being adopted by most of the we call it the consultant that dealing with odor assessment. And in 2019, the U Science or Unity Science Malaysia have also done a study known as odor pollution study, which is also funded by the Department of Environment Malaysia. So this document is currently being used as a reference for the future odor regulations or odor guidelines. In Malaysia, we have also states that have autonomy on environment, such as those in Borneo, which is the Environmental Protection Department of Sabah, and also the NREB or Sabah, or National Resources and Environment Sarawak. So these two states actually have autonomy on environmental related aspect, and EPD itself has even came up with guidelines on pollution control, such for poultry farm, pig farming, and also palm oil. Okay, so basically, in the document, which is I also contributed, the Nasal Ranger field of photometer has been explained and also documented in these guidelines as an enforcement approach for odor investigative scenario. Okay, this is to assist to determine whether if any nuisance or due to the odor, residual odor is validated, and also if there's if the complaint is validated, then mitigation will need to be done. So in these guidelines, there is also a best available technique indicated. Okay, so currently we are adopting, as just now I mentioned, the 7 as objectionable level of 7 dt. So this is can be found in the document, which indicated what things need to be done. So the whole idea is to reduce the level to be below 7 dt at the sensitive receptors. So for water, which is under the National Water Service Commission, they also came up with odor control system for water industry, a technical specification report that can be downloaded, and also to look at how to abate the odor treatment for water related industry. Okay, so some of the BAT, best available technique indicated is biofiltration, chemical scrubber, absorption system, and thermal oxidation. So as I mentioned, in Malaysia, we are progressing to look at best available technique to be adopted by some of the industry. So this is one example which you...
sorry, Mr. Tan, could you just finish in about 1 minute?
Okay, can. All right, okay. So this is some of the utilization of BAT. So this is a non-plasma technology. Okay. All right, so currently we also have issues with residual odor from poultry farms. All right. So this is some of the BAT that will be adopted, and this is a system by from Thailand, and then this is a system from China. Okay. And at the same time, we are looking at also performance monitoring equipment such as the handheld odometers. So we are in Malaysia, we are exploring the utilization of these performance monitoring equipments as a self-regulation in the industry. Okay, so this is some of the hazardous air pollutants that are regulated under our clean air regulations. Okay, so this is the Excel sheets that we have created for the Department of Environment, looking at all the pollutants that under the HAP or the Schedule 5. Okay, so this is some of the handheld gas detector SOP. Okay, some of the industry in Malaysia also adopt a TVOC continuous monitoring system. Okay, so this is arising from the 2019 odor pollution scenario in Pasir Gudang, Malaysia. So finally, I just like to mention that in the future guidelines under the Environmental Quality Act, the area that to be covered is only on the annoyance part and the objectionable odor, because the nuisance falls actually under the local authority. So this is the act under the Local Government Act, which handles the nuisance part. All right. So this is for high-rise building. Okay. I think that's all for me. If you have any question regarding the odor management in Malaysia, you can always drop me an email or WhatsApp me at this number. All right. Thank you.
Okay, thanks, Mr. Tan. I think we have a very general and also some detailed information on the odor pollution control in Malaysia. I think is very interesting, and thanks. And due to the time limitation, I think no time for discussion.